Hey everybody, this is John, and this is another battle, a Pokemon battle, of course, between a player named Rawr and another player whose name we shall find out soon. And as soon as this loads, we get into the battle. Maybe you saw the beginning of their Pokemon. It's going to be against Tom. Rawr versus Tom. And hopefully it's a good matchup. I don't know anything about it. So we'll see. We're going to see another, it's going to be a Chandelure lead. That's interesting, except Infernape probably doesn't mind going against Chandelure. He's going to be able to set up a Stealth Rock pretty safely here. He doesn't want to take a Flamethrower. I mean, doesn't really want to. I should say, Infernape doesn't really want to take damage. Period. He's gonna get Shadow Ball here. It's gonna do decent damage. It's not quite gonna kill him. It does lower his special defense though, so no matter what comes on this next move, it's gonna kill him off. He's gonna pull out Infernape. Probably the right move there. He got a Stealth Rock up, which is really what he wants. He probably got Vacuum Wave to deal with Tyrantars as well. This has so far been a pretty Gen 14 because he comes back in with Dragonite. We'll see if this is Dragonite with multi-scale. If it is, this is going to be a problem for this team. He's going to use Draco Meteor right off the bat. Obviously, Chandelure right there used Substitute and took cover, which is the right move. Why you would decide I need to Draco Meteor that Substitute away right now is beyond me. I mean, I assume he has to come back with a physical move here. He's going to use Shadow Ball. It's see how much damage it does. Doesn't do very much. Well, it doesn't do very much. It did actually decent damage, I should say. It didn't kill him off close enough to what it needed to. It needed to get more damage. The problem is Dragonite's faster. He's going to be able to kill off Chandelure here with a physical move if he has that. We'll see what he was planning on using here. He does go ahead and just use Draco Meteor again. Obviously counting on must be invested especially. Otherwise, it's not going to do enough damage here even to kill off a Dragon. So yeah, I'm going to dare say that he is invested on the special side. It was a critical hit, which helped. I'm not sure if critical hits discount your own not boosts, whatever, your own drops in attack. So I'm not sure, but either way, he does use it. It does kill off a Dragon. Doesn't with it. So he knows what his Dragonite's capable of, and he's going to go ahead and do it. He's going to use Superpower here, and so he's just going to go ahead and throw this thing's stats all the way into the garbage bin. It's going to kill off Tyranitar though because he hasn't even hit on the physical side yet. So there we go. Tyranitar does die. So Dragonite definitely carrying his weight in this team, scaring away the Chandelure that could have been problems early on, and proceeding to kill a Dragon with the Draco Meteor, and of course Tyranitar with Superpower. So there you go. Dragonite especially useful. I don't know if they're playing by the new metagame rules, but definitely Dragonite was helped by the removal of Garchomp if they are playing by Smoggen's metagame rules, which I don't encourage everyone to play by because there are fun other ways to play. And sorry about that, a little bit of lag there. I don't know if that was if that will occur also for the video or if that was within the video or what. So either way, I'm not sure what that was. Chandelure comes in, takes a Draco Meteor. Obviously not going to pull out the Dragonite at this point. His stats are so low. He does get a Substitute up here, which is pretty crucial because now he's It'll stay behind that and just sort of take it. I mean, this Substitute probably won't even die to this Draco Meteor. Dragonite's special attack is going to be so low at this point. We'll see. The Life Orb damage itself kills him off. I would scale version because then you're not going to want to use the Life Orb and ruin your multi-scale before you even take a hit, which there is a chance of that happening. That's pretty much what happened there. So Sandstorm doing damage to cover Chandelure's leftovers. So unfortunately, the Tyranitar is really working against the team here. In comes Starmie. He's going to use Surf. That's going to kill off Chandelure. Chandelure really can't. I mean, he can hit with Shadow Ball here, which is what I should expect would happen. And it's going to do decent damage. We'll see if it kills him. Starmie is a fairly bulky Pokemon, actually. He's surprisingly bulky, I think. He's not investing in the HP, though, here. So this might kill him. Yes, it does. Probably would kill him anyways, unless you had a designed special bulky Starmie, but that doesn't exist very often. But there are some sets which invest in the HP and speed, so that wasn't one of them though. He can't take that. So down goes Starmie. He comes in with the Caesar. Caesar's gonna use Bullet Punch and finish off Chandelure because I guess he's tired of fucking around with it. He just says, "Let's just get it over with." Obviously, if that misses by some odd chance, he's gonna be in trouble because he's gonna get hit with a Flamethrower and die. But he decides I'm not gonna miss, which is right. There's almost no way he would miss there. I don't think there's any chance unless something I'm missing. He's going to send in Gallade here. He's going to use Bulk Up. Bulk Up, one of the new moves that Gallade has access to. We'll see if they can make it a force, though. Gallade, obviously, not a big force in the other ones. He does use U-turn there. It does decent damage. Not quite halfway, thanks to the Bulk Up, probably. Let's see what happens here. He does send back in the Infernape. Infernape is going to be able to handle Gallade probably without a problem here, I should think. Otherwise, why send him in? We'll see what he uses here. I think he does use Shadow Sneak, so he can go first. Definitely the right move there. And it's going to actually pay off. Yeah, it's going to pay off big time. That was the perfect move there. He knew that what the Infernape's purpose was sending in there was that he knew it would be faster than Gallade, and he knew he could hit it off. Probably kill it before it could even strike back. Now this Bulk Up is going to cause some problems here because he's got the leftovers recovery now rolling along. Infernape's out, which he must have considered that as check. Bat comes in. Oh, we're going to see a Drain Punch here. This is going to do decent damage. And along with that, it's going to recover probably all of his health. Oh, is it going to kill him off? Almost. Almost. This is pretty interesting here. I'm interested to see how this Gallade works, because Gallade was a Pokemon who was borderline last generation. And this generation, Bulk Up might be the move that pushes him over. He does going to use Swords Dance here. So we'll see what he uses here. I have to think it's going to be a Shadow Sneak. I mean, that's what I would use, because you don't want this Bullet Punch to... Basically, you don't want to take this Bullet Punch at this point. The Swords Dance makes Scizor so difficult to deal with, and he's not going to use Shadow Sneak. He would have been faster if he used Shadow Sneak. He's going to take the Bullet Punch here. He knows how much damage he did the first time, so the question is... he gets a critical hit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's too bad. That would have been an excellent matchup to see how that worked out exactly. I think he might have just barely lived it without the critical hit, but regardless, doesn't. In comes Mamoswine. We're going to see what he's going to use here. Bullet Punch is going to be super effective, and we're not going to see Ice Shard off of it. Okay, or he's going to use Ice Shard anyways, just because he knows he's going to die to Bullet Punch. Anyhow, he figures might as well see what this can do. Not very much. There's your answer. And he's got a Life Orb on him, so this is pretty much it for Mamoswine. This is going to kill it off, no doubt about that. This is what I'm talking about. That Swords Dance Scizor can be very difficult to deal with, especially, yeah, once it gets rid of its threats. Swords Dance Scizor can single-handedly sweep an entire team, and there's no doubt about that, and probably more than enough people have experienced that themselves. So he's going to recover more of his leftovers here. Roserade, I think, is all he's got left here. Roserade, obviously Bullet Punch is going to do enough damage, probably to kill it anyways, but and the Sandstorm of the rocks break the Focus Sash, Focus Band, which Roserade usually carries. But there you go. That was a good battle. The Dragonite really causing some mayhem. I think that's what won in the battle more than anything else. Obviously the Swords Dance Scizor directly won in the battle, which it also did cause problems, but and he had the Lucario left. Lucario would have presented problems for that entire team, to be honest, so except for maybe Chandelure. So I would give that one to the Dragonite, just really just stomping through things, showing Dragonite's power, especially in a world without Garchomp, which it's always interesting to see how these small changes can affect the metagame so much. But thanks for watching that one. Hopefully I'll have some more soon. And I won't take another long break, hopefully. So thanks for watching this one. Bye.